Let's draw a bird with a bow tie. We're going to start by drawing an eye up about 3/4 of the way up your page. So that's an oval shape. We're going to do another one right next to it. So we've got two kind of eggs next to each other. And then another smaller one inside of each one. Those are the pupils. Let's color them in, but not all the way. We'll leave a little spot for a highlight. Just like that. Then we'll do the same thing on the other side. We've got two eyes. Now we're going to start the beak. So we're going to do a little peak right between the two of the eyes. And then start on the outside of the other one and do a rounded shape and come down to a big sort of C. And we'll do a reverse C on the other side so it looks just the same. It's all centered. Now we're going to start a line right in the middle of that one C and come down to a point and go up and curve upwards. So he's smiling. Now we got a smiling beak. We're going to add a couple of little dimples. And he's starting to look like a bird with two eyes. Now we've got to do his head, so we're going to do a big curve going up way above there and do some kind of like grass shape right up at the top there, and that'll be some fuzzy hair or feathers coming out of the top. Bring it down and connect it, and then we add his neck. So that's just two lines coming down either side of that peak of his beak. And then we're going to do a line coming around in a circle just beneath that part of his neck, and we'll connect the neck to the circle. Now we're going to do the collar of his shirt, so that drops down like that. The same thing on the other side. Everything we do on one side will be the same on the other. Then we're going to do the knot of his tie. We're going to do a long line and make the whole tie there, coming down like that. That's his shoulder, and we're going to give him an elbow and the inside of that. And because he's got feathers, he doesn't have regular hands, so we're going to give him a few feathers going down. He's just resting that on his hip. Now if we do it on one side, we're going to do the same thing on the other. A little bit of a shoulder, come down to the elbow, then we'll come in and we're going to give the feathers sticking out like that. Go and connect it and bring it up. There, you got two things on both sides. And the inside there. And then we're going to connect down below the lower part of his body. Next thing he needs are some legs. So we're drawing little curves for his knees sticking out. Then we're going to bring it down just a little bit for his short legs. Same thing on both sides. And then a rounded shape that comes down like that. That's going to be his toe. Do a little kind of claw there. And round it up. And then do another one that just kind of overlaps. You do a claw in the middle and bring it up next to the other one. Finally, we'll bring a third toe coming down, and you can see just a little bit of that, and that one gets a toenail also. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Big rounded shape, comes around like a big sausage, and give it a toe. Second toe that peeks out over the edge, and it gets a toenail, and then just a little hint of that last one, and a little tiny toe sticking out. Now, got to make him standing on something, so we'll just do a little shadow in there, just some squiggly lines on either side. Now it looks like he's standing on the ground there. The next thing we're going to do is add some stripes to his tie, because it would be a boring tie without stripes. And then we're going to add a little bit of shadow in there inside between his neck and his collar, some shadows around his knees because you get with that belly adding shadow. And finally, let's add some eyebrows to give them a little more expression. Just a curve above the left eye and one above the right eye. And there you go. There's your happy little bird with a tie.